Welcome on to Arsenal Fan TV. I've got a special guest with me today. This is Sam Peoples from United People's TV, and he also runs one of the biggest Manchester United websites called A People's Person. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
The People's Person.
It's your homepage, Robbie, isn't
it? My homepage, right? Looking ahead to the game at the weekend, Arsenal versus Manchester United. It's a massive game. They're sitting top. We're sitting fourth at the moment, 3 points behind them. You guys are coming off the back of a victory during the week. We're coming off the back of a loss, both of us in the Champions League.
Yeah.
How are you feeling ahead of the game?
I'm feeling really good because this is like a cup final for you on Sunday, given the context. For United, it's a game where if we lose, it's not going to be the end of the world. But if you lose, there's massive pressure on Wenger at the moment. That United have we've worked ourselves into a decent position at the moment.
Sounding a bit defeatist already.
No, I'm not defeated.
If we lose, it don't matter.
What do you mean defeatist? I'm completely opposite.
No, but you're saying if we lose, it don't matter.
I can't speak hypothetically. Right. When we win on Saturday, there's going to be a lot of pressure. Sorry, Sunday. There's going to be a lot of pressure on you, man. I can tell. I can hear it in your voice, Robbie. You sound like Wenger cracking up in his press conference.
I'm not cracking up at all, mate. I actually think yes, there is I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of pressure on Arsenal coming off of that horrible defeat during the week against Olympiacos. We were all on a high. We've had a couple of good results, beating Tottenham, beating Leicester away. And it was a very, very poor performance on Tuesday night. However, I think one thing about Arsenal that we've shown in the past is that we're good at bouncing back after defeats. And there's no better opportunity, I think, than playing Manchester United. I mean, if we win that game, basically everything that happened on Tuesday night will kind of be forgotten. So it's also, whilst it's a lot of pressure, it's also a massive opportunity for Arsenal to bounce back in that game. And we got the other reason why I'm feeling pretty decent about the game is that we got a couple of players that a few weeks ago weren't on form that have now returned to form. Two of them in Alexis Sanchez and Theo Walcott. They've started scoring goals.
Yeah.
And I think that those two players can pose a lot of problems for your defence. Whilst I think Smalling has definitely made a massive improvement this season, but there are chinks in your defence that can be got at, and I think those players can get at it.
Yeah, but if there's chinks in our defence, there's gaping holes in yours. Like Koscielny's now out. He's the centrefold of your defence. Without him in there, you've got someone tricky like Martial coming. If we can get Matters playing like a demon right now, he's making Ozil look like margarine. I don't know. If you're looking like in the butter,
he's had a couple of good games. If I remember rightly, last season you wanted to get rid of him.
Last season, we're not speaking.
Last season you wanted to get rid of Mata.
No one wanted to get rid of him, but no one understood where Mata played, where Mata's pure focus. You know how you got to find your players' positions. He's found his position on the right wing, and nobody expected that.
So you think he's better than Ozil now?
Oh, right now he's better than Ozil. Ozil couldn't tie his boots right now. Mata is one of the most informed players.
He's in form, but Ozil he didn't have a good game the other night. But against
he does that too many times.
Against Leicester, had a great game.
Yeah,
some great assists in that game. He's been putting in some fantastic assists all season.
Yeah, I know that, but he does that one game and then disappears the next. That's why everyone gets on Ozil's back, man.
Well, listen, if he reappears for Sunday, he will pose you guys a lot of problems.
He will, but will he?
Right? I mean, so to discount Ozil and just to think that, you know, he's not a very good player, I think you're making a very dangerous.
No, I'm not.
You're making a very in the way in which you said it just before. You are discounting him. And it's a very dangerous thing to do because he can be a dangerous player.
He can be a dangerous player, but he's not a player that every single week is going to give you a 6 out of 10. It's either going to be a 9 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10. And there's too many 2s out of 10s, man.
Well, listen, Matta's on form at the moment, and I know why you're getting excited about it. But as I said, last season, I remember rightly, when me and you spoke, it's almost like you wanted him gone.
Nobody wanted... Matta's one of the most likeable players I've ever seen in a United shirt. The way he presents himself on and off the pitch, and his performances now are just stepping up to that £37 million mark. When he signed, Moyes just signed him because he's crapping his pants. It was January. He needed a lift for the team. Now let's get Mata. Chelsea don't want him. But now we found a role for him in the team that works perfectly. Him and Darwin on the right wing. Mm-hmm. It's because everyone's saying, Mata in the number 10 role. It's his natural position. But if you play him in the number 10 role and he loses the ball, he's not very good at tracking back. He's not got that sort of physicality to win it back. You play him on the right wing and he loses it, there's not gaping space in the middle. Because if you're in that number 10 role, you've got to be like Rooney plays, up and down, up and down.
We're talking about players, so you're telling me about Ozil, 2 out of 10s, if not, or 9 out of 10, and off form. What about Rooney?
Rooney's just a consistent 3 out of 10. So you ask United fans, Rooney's in there. Would Rooney be there every single week if he did not have that on his arm? He absolutely would not be. He would have been dropped a while ago. It's captain's privileges. I think that's what Van Gaal called it last season. It's Rooney. Rooney comes in massive hot patches and then even longer cold patches. He scored against Ipswich, and we think, could turn it around. And to be fair, he was all right the other night against.
I mean, normally he's your best player against us.
He's good.
He's the player that we fear the most. So if he's off form, that's good news for us.
Yeah, but he always scores against Arsenal. Doesn't matter what form he's in.
Right. You know what? Let's take a look at who the danger players are going to be. You give me 3 danger players from your team, and I'll give you 3 danger players from Arsenal.
In ascending order? Doesn't matter.
In whichever order you want. Your 3 most dangerous, the 3 players that you think will have the big impact on the game for you.
Mata, without doubt, I think he's going to pull the strings. Martial, because he's just so unpredictable. I think that's probably the most dangerous part of his game. He can go in any direction. He's like a spider in that sense. Mm-hmm. And then Chris Smalling, you're going to have real problems getting past Chris Smalling if you're going to be playing anything in the box, because he's been just so dominant. It's surprised everyone really, but in all the right ways. He's just come on leaps and bounds. He's like Smaldini now. That's what he's called.
He's been all right.
All right.
My 3 danger players. Sitting in the middle of the park, in front of that back 4, Francis Coquelin. It makes a massive difference. Something that we didn't have, like when you played us last season, will make a big difference. Very dynamic. Really up for those big games. I think he'll have.
How's he going to be your danger man though?
He'll have, because he'll be able to keep quiet players. Hopefully, I can't say definitely, but he'll be able to assist in keeping players like Martial.
You sounded defeatist
or
there.
Players. I'm not defeatist, but he'll be able to assist in keeping those players quiet. So he's got a vital role to play. Then the other 2 danger players, I've already named them. Alexis Sanchez, who's on fire at the moment. Scored a hat-trick last weekend against Leicester, who beat them before we went there. Scored again during the week, and he's looking back to his best. And also, I think Theo Walcott will pose a lot of problems for your defence. Danny Blind, not the quickest Blind. I really do think we can get at that.
Danny Blind's definitely not very fast.
Yeah, we can get.
Daily Blind's all right, but his dad, Danny.
Danny, whichever Blind. You know what I mean? He might be blind after the game with the speed of Theo, right?
Don't use all the ammunition at once there.
Right, so those are, I think, are the 3 danger players. I'm really, really looking forward to the game. I think it is a game that's quite evenly matched.
United are going into this, I would say, as favourites, man. Come on.
I don't know, we're at home.
Yeah, you've got the home advantage.
We're at home.
It's that sort of game.
And as I said to you earlier, Arsenal, whatever, listen, I have to live with the inconsistencies of Arsenal. Yeah. But one thing about them, they are good at bouncing back after bad defeats. They had one the other day against Chelsea. They came back out and they blew away Leicester City, who were unbeaten, and they blew away Spurs.
These defeats are coming too often now.
Well, I'm saying to you, I'm warning you, because you're going into this game a bit cocky.
Going
into this game
I'm going to get absolutely slated.
You're going into this game a bit overhyped.
I'm not coming
in
cocky or
favourites.
Overhyped.
You say you're the favourites. Yes, you've got a good record. You're the favourites. I'm just trying to bring you down a little bit and say, just hold on.
Get slated on your channel. I'm not going in cocky.
When you come on in, listen, our fans are very fair. You'll have fans. Our fans are very fair indeed, right? But I'm just saying to you, calm it down a bit, bruv. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Man United fans, welcome as well. Leave your comments below. Do you think you're the favourites to win, as Sam says, or do you think Arsenal can bounce back with this game. Whatever we say, it's going to be a great game. Everybody's looking forward to this.
I hope it will be. You know how sometimes a game can have that much hype and then...
Yeah,
I hope
true.
it doesn't.
Well, let's hope that. I just get the feeling it's going to be a great occasion. It's going to be a great game. We've only got to look at the positions of the two teams there. We're 3 points behind Manchester United. Manchester United are sitting top. It's the biggest game of the weekend. So leave your comments below. Let us know what you think the result's going to be. Don't forget to subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV. And if you're a United fan...
Which you should be.
Subscribe to them lot. Hi, welcome on to Arsenal Fan TV's Fantasy Football Forfeit Battle. This is the league where I go head-to-head with Redmen TV, the Liverpool channel, and also Ball Street. And to find out who is the best at this fantasy football league, weekly league,